Okay, moving on. While campaigning for the New South Wales election isn't officially underway yet, we can clearly see that both parties are gearing up with a range of policy announcements already being made. But unsurprisingly, I should say, the Libs are under attack over the gender of their candidates. Tina, you're a Sydney-sider. There's a particular focus on the North Shore. 10 out of 11 seats there are represented by men. Is this a crisis or just another manufactured attack on the coalition?
It's not a crisis. The members of the Liberal Party have been screaming out for pre-selections, democracy. We gave it to you guys. You had democracy. Delegates from everywhere came for those pre-selections and they chose who they thought was the best candidate. We can't do any more than that. We ran out of time in the upper house and the Premier appointed 3 women and we got bashed up for that. So what if the Premier can't win on this? But I think it's been democracy in action New South Wales where the pre-selections have been held, and the local delegates and a host of other delegates have said this is the best candidate, that's who we need to represent, and we can't argue with that. The fight will be on the ground. We've already started campaigning a number of seats. Don't underestimate us, Cory. Don't underestimate Dom Perrottet.
Can I just jump in on that too?
I don't underestimate you, Tina McQueen. I may underestimate Dom Perrottet, but Gemma, what did you say? Do the voters care about this? I mean, let's get your response.
I don't speak for all voters clearly, and I can't even yet vote in New South Wales, although I intend to change that forthwith. But what I say as a 49-year-old woman, Conservative voter, I'm sick to the back teeth of a narrative from sections of the media that says woman candidate good, male candidate bad. It is just so one-dimensional. I want the best candidate there. Whether or not they have a male appendage, don't care. I want the best candidate and people can argue their way out of that all they like, but the assumption that sections of the media and sections of the opposition automatically go to, which is, oh my gosh, a man's been pre-selected, that is automatically a bad decision. I mean, spare me. I don't buy it. I've been around media and politics for 30 years. It's a convenient argument that people use when they want to push a barrier. And I will say that the Liberal Party has made itself more vulnerable for a variety of reasons. Like, personally, I think the idea that Tony Abbott is a good idea to come back to the Senate to fill that vacancy is a terrible idea on a number of fronts, and with the greatest respect to him.
That's your opinion, Gemma. That's your opinion. I mean, he stated he has no interest in doing that. But
I'm not saying that he did.
We lack depth in some areas, and I think as a man with such a distinguished career and not one but nearly 2 elections, I think he would have made a wonderful addition to the Senate. He's not going to do it.
What does that say to voters about renewal?
Why talk about it now? Why talk about it now when when he's already decided not to do it? And can I tell you, there were thousands and thousands of emails saying bring Tony back. That's what it says about Liberal Party voters.
I'm sure there were, but what I'm saying is, what does that say to the party about renewal?
He's not going to do it.
Well, again, I understand that, but
we need renewal and depth. Well, throw your hat in the ring, Gemma.
Wouldn't this be resolved beautifully if it was put to the members of the New South Wales Liberal Party and they could choose who they want? Gemma, you could not vote for Tony Abbott. Tina, you could vote for Tony Abbott in those circumstances. That is democracy, and then it will go to the people of Australia.
We're having a pre-selection. We're having a pre-selection after the Cory. Sorry, we're having a pre-selection after the state election, and there'll be 900 delegates there voting, and a number of people will nominate. So that's how it's going to be done. Peter Dutton is insisting on that.